I figured I would give a story time and talk about one of my, I'd consider probably one of my most publicly uh, humiliating moments of my life. This was my freshman year of college. Fuck, dude. Okay, this is my freshman year of college, and I would commute. Just to give you some context, I would commute in between towns just to go to my classes, studying mechanical engineering. I'd wake up like 8 in the morning, get on the bus like at 9, and then I would get back home to like 10 p.m. like almost every day. It was probably one of the most. It was a dreadful time, for sure. Yeah, when it's one of those days, school week days, probably like a Wednesday. I remember this was during my second semester, I believe, or probably in October. I feel like, and yeah, just me. I'm finally done with my school day, and I'm on my way. I'm in my school town at the time where before I had my apartment, and okay, so basically, and I was just tired. I was fucking like I was out of it. I was so tired. I was so over everything. It was just one of those days. And yeah, so I'm in line, and it's like a line of people waiting to get on the bus. Basically, like the regular procedures, just make a line, and then they ask you for your student ID and whatnot, just so you go on board onto the bus. But I mean, that's like it. Okay, so I guess just listening to music. I'm wearing like a black hoodie, some blue jeans, and I think okay, so it was like blue baggy jeans, a baggy hoodie, and white superstars. I mean, it's like one of those like basic colorways. It's like whatever. But yeah. So I remember. Yeah. So I'm listening to music. I'm kind of like dozing off, looking at the trees. This girl calls for my attention, going like this, and it was a girl and a guy, and I think they were in like some sort of like cheerleading club or whatever the fuck. They were wearing like clothing that was um that a cheerleader would wear for their school, representing their school or whatnot. Like, I don't know. She calls for my attention. She waves like this, and I'm like, what, like, right? I just turn, and then I just like, I think I go like this or like this. I'm like, yeah. And then she compliments me. She says, sorry. She says, I like your fit. And and at this time, bro, like I had a girlfriend. I'm sorry, bro. Like I'm not gonna be messing around, bro. Like, come on, be respectful. So basically, I'm just like, like I'm just like, thanks. And then I just put my headphone on, and I'm like, with my hands in my pockets, just trying my best to avoid that shit. It's two people, it's one cheerleader guy and then the cheerleader girl that complimented me. And, I had no option but to be there because I'm waiting for, for the bus. And I didn't want to move because if I moved, then you go to the back of the line, and then you have, like probably one of the worst seats, because people fill out the other seats. But I try to avoid it. Like I was saying thanks, and as I'm about to like put my headphone back on, I was like this close. I was like this close, and basically what this girl does, um, calls for my attention again after like a minute or so, and she asks me, "Do you like my fit?" And she just goes, and bro, okay, I've never been in a situation like that in my life. Like, what the fuck? In my head, it's like, okay, I just physically cringed, I just cringed. Like, it was the most cringe moment of my life. To be in a situation like that is one of the, like, most, it's just those things that you would never want to be in. Um, okay, so especially since at the time, me, I had a girlfriend, so why the fuck? I mean, even then, it's still fucking ridiculous for that something like that to even happen, right? But yeah, so this girl, she goes like this, super fast. Mind you, she had basically her outfit was like some like white ugly ass shoes, black leggings and a big hoodie. You know, she lifts up her hoodie super fast and puts it down fast. And what the fuck? Like, what? Like, genuinely, what just happened, man? Like, what just happened? I know what I'm about to say is pretty, like, bad, but let me finish my sentence. So, it wasn't that bad because the girl was wearing, it was essentially just a shirt like this here, you know, because again, she was a cheerleader for the school, so or whatever the fuck. I don't know. I don't know. It was just bad. It was just like it was bad. But it's very funny to me now. But yeah, she does that and I just physically cringed. Like my I don't know what it was. Like I just shivered and my face just it expressed how like cringe this situation is. Like what are you doing? Like genuinely, what are you doing? Is this how you interact with people? I'll put my headphone back on and they ask what? You don't have school spirit and like and I just like kind of like laugh it off, you know, just like a slight chuckle and I'm like, all right, please just stop. So I don't know. I was trying my hardest to avoid that shit. Like absolutely. But again, I didn't want to give up my territory. Like this is my spot in this bus line and I was not going to give up because I am very dedicated to having a good seat, you know? I don't think you would want to give up your seat either. Like it was unbelievable. It was so bad. And then yeah, I just kind of like ignored them and I'm just like I just put my headphone back on and I just put my hands in my pockets and I turned away and I just continue listening to and I just continue listening to my music. Yeah. So, that's not where the story ends. A couple like 10, 15 minutes go by. You know, that situation has died down. This is where the most humiliating moments of my life happened. So, yeah, they call us. They call the line to walk towards the bus. They scan your student ID, or you just give them your student ID, so you could get on the bus, right? Just to make sure that you're students. So they call us, and the lines move closer to the bus, and there's this other girl who simply just walks up to you, and I've seen her many times because it's her job, you know. So she just simply walks up to you and asks for your student ID. And I don't know how the fuck, like, I don't even know how I had the gall to even say it, to even say this, or even have the impression, knowing damn well what the context of this everyday situation is. She asked for the girl who basically flashed me. Yeah, bro. She asked for the ID of those people, and then it's my turn, right? I had my headphone like halfway on, and this girl, the one who asked for your ID, she had very a strong accent, and it was difficult for me to understand, especially since I had my music like kind of loud. So I was about to give my student ID, and I just, you know, she's like this with the phone, like getting ready to input the code. She's like, ID, simply ask for ID, ID. And I don't know, I really don't know how this even sparked in my head, like even a situation like that to even like happen because I don't know. It's just come on, bro. Like that's never gonna happen to me. You know, I accept the fact that I'm just fucking like, well, I'm a child. And what I understood was, can I have your IG? Like, oh my god, it was horrible. It was horrible. Can I have your IG? And I go, oh, oh, I'm sorry. I have a girlfriend, and the person behind me. I said it so loud, and since my voice has bass, see, I didn't realize it then. But since my, you know, my voice is kind of people could pick it up more. So the person behind me goes like this. And the girl who fucking flashed me, that fucking girl, and the guy, they start laughing at me. They definitely, that hurt. It hurt. It genuinely did hurt. I still feel, you know, it sucked. But yeah, she starts laughing at me. And what makes it worse is as that girl is boarding onto the bus, she said I would kill myself. And that really dug the knife in there, man. That definitely hurt to hear, especially coming from her because of what she had done 10 minutes ago. Now I am the butt of the joke. I'm back to back situations you never want to be in. And I was the one in these. I was unfortunately the joke here. It was fucking bad. So yeah, the girl, she corrects me. She's like, no, I mean ID. And I'm like, oh, no fucking way I just said that. There's no way I just said this. I'm sorry, I have a girlfriend. I'm here thinking I'm doing a good deed. I'm being like a good human being. I have dignity. I am a respectful human. And no, I was being asked for my student ID. Bro, oh my god. Yeah, definitely a very it just makes it worse because people do get way more confidence when they are with their own little cliques. It's easy to pick that up, or at least in my opinion. People act different towards you. Yeah, people act different when it's, for example, just you and them alone versus when it's them and with at least one friend. One friend is all they need, and they show their colors. And yeah, okay, this was something I really wanted to keep with to myself for like ever until I just like came to accept it. It didn't take me too long to like actually accept it and realize it was just a ridiculous moment of my life. But yeah, I never told um my girlfriend at the time because, dude, that just didn't want to seem like a joke. It was so bad. It was just such a bad situation to be in. And I honestly, I didn't know how to tell anyone about this until like a couple of months later. I told some friends. It's probably bad that I did keep this, to the person at the time, right? But honestly, I just really didn't want to seem like a joke. It was so bad. So I really didn't say anything. But definitely one of the most like pathetic moments of my life. I thought I was doing a good deed, but it turns out I'm the joke. But yeah, see ya.